Day 4 of the grind to 1,500 ELO on Chess from Oz. We are playing 15 plus 10, and we are rated 1232. And we are playing okay, whatever. Rated 1217. E4, E5. That's a nice profile picture my opponent's got. Looking very suave indeed. King's Gambit. I can't say I know much about this opening. Although, I'm pretty sure the idea is white wants to gambit the F pawn in order to get control of the center with D4. I don't know how to play that line, so I'm just gonna play D6. Okay, he goes knight there. Interesting. I'll go knight here. Bishop there, okay. Knight F6 maybe. At some point, it's probably wise to take the F pawn, but if I do it now, if I take the F pawn now, if I take now, then you can play pawn here. And he gets a lot of activity there. So perhaps I want to delay that a bit longer. So knight F6 is reasonable in that case. He's not protecting that pawn. The E4 pawn is not protected. If I take it, what happens? Okay, let's say I take the pawn. He takes my pawn on... Yeah, that looks far too dangerous. Pawn takes E4. Knight takes E4. Knight takes E4. Pawn takes here. If I recapture, then he could go knight here and reveal an attack on this. It looks very dangerous, I'm not going to lie. This is a tough decision, very tough decision. You can also just play, after knight takes e4, you can play rook to e1. And if I go knight back to f6, and you can probably just take here. I'll go bishop e7. What? What? I don't see what he's... I'm not sure what... he's trying to do. King E8. I know King F8 is wrong because I don't want to be pinned once he takes my pawn on E5. Because I'm assuming he's going to play. Yeah, I'm assuming. Yeah, so I have to go to E8 or G8. Makes the most sense. The only... Do I take with the knight or the pawn? Probably the pawn. Probably makes the most sense. If I take with the knight, he can play D4. Okay, I'll take with the pawn. I think I'm just much better in this position. He plays D4 anyway. No, that can't be right. That cannot be right. That can't be right, no way. I think I should play queen takes D4. Try and trade queens. Okay, so what do I do here? Do I play queen takes queen? Rook takes rook? And then do I play bishop here or something? Or do I play knight takes here? No, that can't be right, because then queen takes queen. Now I think I should play bishop g4. Bishop g4 probably. You see, what this guy's doing wrong is that he's not using any time. And we're playing 15 plus 10, so he's got plenty of time. But, you know, maybe he's lazy or I don't know, but... Okay, so bishop g4 looks all right. Expecting him to go... Okay, rook there, that's reasonable. Now, rook d8 maybe? Rook d8, because I'd like to play rook to e. I'd like to play rook here and trade rooks if possible. That would be ideal. But I can play knight d4 as well. Knight d4, attack c2. I don't know if that makes any sense. Actually, knight d4, how does he defend? He probably just plays knight d2. Interesting. Now, if I go rook d8, he'll play knight c3, and I can't play rook. If I go rook d8, he'll play knight c3, and I won't be able to play rook here. Okay, I'll go here. Okay, now yeah, he's attacking my pawn. I should defend this pawn with rook here. Okay. It's a little bit of a problem. Yeah, okay, maybe I shouldn't have traded my bishop off. My dark square bishop. Because now, how do I save that pawn? I suppose I should go knight here or something. So he probably wants to play knight f7. Okay, so if he plays knight f7, I think I'll start with rook f8. That was a bad move, actually. That was a bad move. That was a very bad move. I've given him the h7 pawn. It's not that important. Should be alright. Bishop f5, g4, rook, bishop, rook here, here. I think I should go here. Probably knight g5 to protect this pawn. Yep. Probably rook f8. Rook f8, yeah, rook f8's just clean. Rook f8. Now knight here. Very interesting move that is. I want to get my bishop on that diagonal. Okay. Okay, now it's just an easy win. What's the best way to win this? Hang on a minute, should I have... Okay. I think I should go knight to e6 check and then c5. I couldn't have gone, I can't go here. I can't have gone, if I go here, takes here, he stops my queen. Just need a c5s. Once I traded off the rooks, he had no chance really, because now it's very easy. When he had the rook, he had at least some counterplay, but now his position is hopeless. I'm gonna go bishop check. Now I'm gonna take that off. And now we can safely push this pawn. I think. I'm pretty sure this is safe. So here, if he takes we queen, now if he goes here, stopping that, then we go here. Where's the checkmate? Checkmate. Let's analyze that game. See where we can improve for next time. I'm going to guess I played at 88% accuracy. Oh, 91.7 if you don't mind. Yeah, that was one of my better games. So he plays the King's Gambit. Mohajit plays the King's Gambit, I should say. The King's Gambit, very aggressive opening. It was popular in the times of Paul Morphy around the 1800s, I think, where people played more romantic chess. Nowadays, it's not played very often, especially at the top level, because it's somewhat unsound. But obviously, for a player of my level and for players below the level of probably, 2,500, the King's Gambit is very hard to refute. So, in a sense, it's a very powerful weapon because people don't know how to play against it. Yeah, Bishop F7 is a questionable move, as indicated by the thing, but his idea is obviously to play Knight G5, but Knight G5 just doesn't contain enough threat. It just doesn't have enough of a threat to warrant the sacrifice of the bishop. And the reason I'll explain why I played King E8 as opposed to King G8. King G8, there is a chance at some point that he might be able to get a queen onto this diagonal, in which case I would be seriously in trouble because it'd be checkmate if he got a queen there. Because after king here, he would just play queen here. That's why I went there. Again, d4 is a mistake. Queen takes is best because I'm already up a bishop and I want to trade queens if possible. And queen takes is best, and then rook takes. And bishop g4 is best as well. Bishop g4 is a logical move to develop with a tempo. Always a good thing. Knight d4 might not be the best. The best move might have been rook d8. Yeah. Knight c3, okay. Taking's best. A lot of these moves are inconsequential, of course, in the scheme of the game, in the context of the game. Because at this point, white has very little counter chances. And he went wrong again by taking my horse. And if he was going to take my horse, then he should have played rook here. Oh, hang on, sorry, that's an idiotic move. Yeah, no, there's no point in taking my horse. He should have just kept his bishop because he needs more pieces. He needs as many pieces as he can to try and attack me. Yeah, and once the rooks come off, so there's nothing he can do. The reason to get the rooks off, apart from the fact that my D pawn is very advanced, is that generally speaking, well, not generally speaking, you want to try and trade pieces when you're a piece up, or 2 pieces up, or 3 pieces up. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm trading pieces. Yeah, if he wants to stop me from queening, he's got to go here, I think. Yeah. I thought I'd go here. After this, I'm not too sure. I can't see how to queen immediately, but obviously, regardless of whether I queen or not, I've got an overwhelming advantage. And the last move of the game was, hang on, here. And he just blunders checkmate. Well, checkmate was inevitable. And that's going to be it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment. And I will see you tomorrow.